Hey Cam, just wondering, going back to last year, you guys had lost all those guys and Bob and Fred and all those guys, but the emphasis seemed to change obviously a little bit about staying above the puck. It was like a mandate. How was it different? How different was that year from maybe the year when Panarin was here and you had 41 goals and that kind of stuff? Was that a tough adjustment to make?
Honestly, I don't really remember last year or the year before that. I mean, I don't think it was a big adjustment. Um, for me, it's just what makes me successful. And I keep saying it, but I need to be skating and going to the puck. And, that's my game. And so I'm not going to change it for whoever I'm playing with. Patty's a very similar player to Bread in a sense where a lot of guys seem to go at him and allows me to kind of get lost. But no, I honestly, it's kind of I can't really answer that.
Yeah, I guess where I was going with it was you have a number of new faces this year, obviously. I guess every year you kind of get a little bit, but Max is in here, Grigorenko's in here, a lot of guys who weren't here. And it may be it's a bit of an adjustment with this system from what other places play, isn't it?
You would have to ask them because I've been here for 10 years, so it's all I've ever known. It's not like I focus on what other teams are doing. But I mean, it's for the most part, it's everyone knows there's only so much you can do on a forecheck or neutral zone forecheck or playing in the D zone, and whether it's a zone or man on man. I mean, there's only so much you could do. So, yeah, I mean, it's at the end of the day, you have to play hockey as well.
Okay, next we'll go to Dave Metzel. Go ahead, Dave.
Thanks for doing this, Cameron.
Yep.
Morning skates. You come out and work on specific stuff. When do you decide whether you're going to go out and take advantage of that opportunity or whether you're just going to lay low and just get ready for the game in a different way?
Yeah, I mean, this year's just so different. We're obviously playing a lot of hockey, but, I like getting touches, even, no matter how well or bad I'm playing, just feeling the puck and getting a sweat, getting your blood moving. I think that's important for me, and I think it makes me focus and concentrate a little more once the game comes around.
You use the word concentration. Torts yesterday said the issues right now are you guys concentrating rather than you playing hard. I know you referenced the other day that you thought you guys were a little bit soft. He said, no, that's not it. It's concentration. It's mental. So how do you fine tune that part of your game?
Yeah, I mean, he said it there. I mean, I said what I said. I think that's how I felt during the moment. We're always going to work hard. It's just, I guess, concentration and knowing, certain things, whether it's a face-off play or your assignments. I think that all comes down to concentration and a focus, which, once we watch film, you can sense that a little bit for sure. But yeah, it's just, it starts this morning. And for me, that's what I felt like I needed to do to be ready for the game tonight, get on the ice and just feel the puck. And obviously every guy does something different, whether it's ride the bike or stretch or get worked on from the trainers. But yeah, it's focusing and like you said, mentally focusing. And that's the biggest part of a team having success. It's not one or two guys doing it. Every guy has to be on the same page.
And last question that I have for you is you guys have scored first in a lot of games. You've had some really good first periods and just some awful second periods. Any consistency there game to game in terms of what's going on there?
I think it's just focusing, concentration. It's a 60-minute game for a reason, 60-plus minutes. And, you have to good teams do it on a consistent basis where they play a full 60 minutes and to get the job done. And every team is good in this league. So as soon as you take your foot off the gas pedal, teams are going to capitalize on those opportunities. So it's just playing a full game from start to finish. And we play we play a full 60 the way that we know we're capable. We're going to have a lot of success.
It's like the other night. I mean, they come out and score two quick ones, and then the rest of the second period was pretty good. It's just a matter of, I guess, finding that game and playing, as you said, more consistently throughout.
Yeah, I mean, it's the first period I thought we played well. They had a little bit of a push in the second period, and then I think what hurt us the most was the penalty at the end of the second period when obviously we got to kill it off, but for them to score to make it 5-3 going into the third, that's always tough. But yeah, it's just being ready to rock and roll, and it's start to finish, play the way we know we're capable for a full game.
Thanks, Cam. Appreciate the time.
Yep.
We'll go back to Brian Hedrick. Go ahead, Brian.
Hey, Cam. The past 3 seasons, it has felt each one of them. I think as I look back on them, I know you aren't really thinking about the past, but it's taken a while for this team to kind of get on the same page. It seems like right around December or something, everything kind of clicks. December, January, and then you guys are playing at your best right there. You only have 56 games this year. We keep saying that, but I mean, is there a sense that same thing can still happen here? I mean, you're only 17 games into this, that, eventually you guys will all get on the same page and, maybe start playing your best hockey consistently.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Every year is a different year, and this year is unlike any other year where you're not practicing pretty much at all. And, it's all about rest. And for me and for a lot of guys, it's getting those touches in practice. That's why sometimes I like to take advantage of getting out there for a quick pregame skate. Obviously with no crowd and stuff like that. It's just they're different circumstances, and it's such a sprint this season that we really, obviously there's no excuses, but we have to figure this out sooner than later because we also have games in hand, and those teams obviously need to win, but we need to start banking some of these points early on and coming together and putting a little, string of wins together. I think that'll really help us.